And hopefully make this another short video on some of the maintenance when you're doing on your scooter. This is a 2006 Yamaha Majestic scooter. And I took it into the shop when I first got it. I got it back in April of this year, 2019. And they charged me like $442. They put in a one of those plugs so I could plug my GPS into it, cigarette lighter, and they put it inside the glove box. And then they did the 5,000 mile checkup on it, and that's about it. But on the paperwork, he wrote, mechanic, this is a mechanic at a goddamn motorcycle dealership, wrote no filters on it. I thought, that don't make any sense. I went on YouTube and watched some videos on this scooter, and there's 3 air filters. I don't remember about a fuel filter. I didn't really get that far into it. And then I had to get a different vehicle. My other one had a hitch on it. This is actually set up for towing, but it doesn't have the actual the towing stuff for it, the wiring and the hitch. So, but it has a transcooler in it. So I'll have to do that. But anyhow, so I had no way to take it back into the shop. And then I watched the videos on YouTube, and it has 3 air filters on it. So I had to do the work myself. Now, the reason I'm making this video is one thing I did, and hopefully you're not going to make the same mistake that I made. But you see these, hopefully, are you going to focus? There you go. To me, that looks like a regular old Phillips screwdriver. So I obviously used, or attempted to use, just a plain old Phillips screwdriver. Yeah, that's a big mistake. I got about 5 of them out. I forget, there's like 10 of them all together you got to take off to get at the air filter. Because there's an air filter here. And then on this side, there's one in here, but then you got this bottom one. There's an air filter that goes over the V-belt. And when I'm watching the videos on YouTube, I found out what this was for. And if this ever has any water built up into it, it means the air filter over the V-belt needs to be changed. Or not over the V-belt, but in here will need to be changed. So anyhow, like I said, an idiot mechanic said there's no filters on this. So as soon as I found that out, I said, well, I'm going to have to do it myself, which I was afraid to do it, but I watched all the videos on YouTube as I could on this, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Actually, pretty easy. But, you know, I don't like work on this stuff anymore. I'm 57, and I'm tired of dealing with stuff. I mean, when I changed out the air filter, I went all the way and changed out the oil and the final drive oil. But anyhow, don't do like I did and then try to use a regular old Phillips. Because I'm like, I think most men, and just pig-headed, and I thought, I'm going to do it. I almost stripped out one of the screws. So I went online and ordered these. They're called JIS screwdrivers. And this is what you need to work on those. Because as soon as I bought this and used them, they worked instantly. I couldn't believe the difference. To me, it looks like a Phillips screwdriver, but I guess obviously the design wrong. I only use this big one. And I actually think I might have had to use that for 1 screw. But I just used that big one. Worked perfect. So don't do it like I did. And try to use a regular Phillips, because all you're going to do is you're going to strip them out, and then you're going to have to drill them out and get new ones and do all this other nonsense. So it's not worth it. I went on to Amazon and ordered the screwdrivers. Like, I ordered them at night. I got them the next day, which was impressive because I think it was like 7, 8 o'clock at night when I ordered them. I got them in the mail the mail usually comes between noon and 1. It's whenever she wants to get out of bed. So I got those, did the work. I ordered a oil filter too. I'm not actually going to tell you how to do any of that stuff. I mean, there's other people who make excellent videos. Just watch their videos. And yeah, the oil filter's down there. And the oil filter, because I ordered the air filters and an oil filter from Amazon. I mean, I just, goddamn, I love that Amazon. And they had everything. So I ordered it. And then, of course, once you order it, which this is another thing I hate on Amazon, because some of that stuff, like oil filter, the first one I ordered, wasn't going to be here for 3 weeks. So I went back and seen where the hell my oil filter was, and then all of a sudden said, oh, it's not going to be here for 3 weeks. So I quick went online and ordered another one. Got it the next day. Couldn't believe it. So then that's when I did all the work. And man, let me tell you, when I bought the scooter, I only had 5,000 miles on it. But then I took it in and they did the oil change, and then they told me there was no air filters. And they charged me like $300 to do the service maintenance. Which that means they just look at stuff, and if they find anything wrong, then there's an extra charge. You have to pay to do that. So don't do that, the annual mileage check. Like the next one to do was like for $12,000. They went like $550. And that included nothing. I mean, I could just go to I'm going to another dealership in Madison, and I'm just going to tell them what I want done. Like I'm going to have them check the brakes and stuff. And this other dealership's not a bunch of rip-off artists. I live in Wisconsin, and that other dealership is down in Madison. So if you want to know who they are, just email or put in the comments. I'll tell you who they are, if anybody actually sees this video. But yeah, I kind of rambled on. I forgot what I was going to tell you about. So anyhow, I got that oil filter, changed the oil, changed out the final drive, and those air filters were bad. Like I said, that's what I was going to tell you. I brought it with 5,000 miles. I took it and did the oil change as soon as I got the scooter, and it says no air filters. So the air filters that were on here had then 13,000 miles on it. So they were pretty bad. And I put the new ones in. Everything works good. Now I put a new plug in too. Everything was pretty easy. I mean, I watched some of the videos. I think I could actually change the V-belt. I don't want to do that stuff. I just want to have a mechanic do it. And she needs new tires. And when I bought the scooter, I mean, I take care of it. It looked brand new right off the showroom floor. I was the third owner. And if you ever buy one of these scooters, I had a gold wing, but it was getting old, so I sold it. And then I'm not going to buy a nice one until next spring in 2020. So I need something in between. And this turned out to be excellent. Like I said, it had 5,000 miles on it. I got, what do I got on there? I don't know, I think 1,300? Yeah, 13,578 miles on here. And this thing is fast. It's got the 400cc engine in it. No problem. I had it up to 85 many a times. I run between 60 and 65 all day long. I could run at 75 all day and not worry about it. This is an excellent scooter. These are really fun. First, I kind of, I'm not going to buy it, but, these scooters go for like, anywhere from 2,300 to 3,500. In fact, I was going to go buy another one identical to this, had 10,000 miles on it, and they wanted 3,500 from a dealership. So I thought, I'll check one more time. And then I did. This one was on there. He only wanted $1,800 for it. I said, I'll be up tomorrow and buy it. And I did. And like I said, though, for the maintenance and stuff, don't try to use the Phillips screwdriver, because all you're going to do is cause more work for yourself. And those screwdrivers work great. My plan is never to use them again. They're called JIS screwdrivers. You can get them on Amazon. They're made for those screws. I don't know if there must be Japan, I think. Is that where Yamaha is made, in Japan? I don't think it's China. No, it's got to be Japan. But anyhow, if you've got any questions or comments, just let me know and I'll answer them. Can't think. Oh, and then another thing, some of the videos back here in this compartment is where the battery is. And when your V-belt light comes on, like mine came on at 12,000, I've been watching the other videos on YouTube. Even at 16,000, they check those belts, and the belts look brand new. But I'm still going to replace my next spring, come spring, new tires, complete oil and air filters again. Even though I just put those other ones on it, I figured as long as it's in the shop, I'm going to have them do everything. But anyhow, that battery compartment, I watched a younger kid on there to see how to do it, because my V-belt light came on. You got to take off that battery cover, and it's held on by 2 auto body pins. So you got to go in there with a screwdriver. It's underneath the seat. Got to go down the screwdriver and push them out. And then, which nobody tells you, that once you push on the little plunger to get those pins out, they're done. They're only like good for one time. And I've seen a bunch of comments about using all kinds of different things. What I ended up doing was using an air cleaner bolt. You know, those wing nuts that you put on your air cleaner. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in there. There he is. There, see? It's for an air cleaner. I just screwed it in and screwed right in. I have no problems. And I've been running it. Well, I ran it for 2 months. Hasn't broken out or come loose or anything. And, you know, I don't got to worry about those stupid pins anymore. Like I said, it's just a wing nut for an air cleaner for a car. And it worked perfect. It's nice and snug, doesn't rattle, hasn't broken out the plastic. And you're going to have to get in there a couple of times. There's a little receptacle in there you got to disconnect to get the V-belt light to shut off. And then, plus that, if you want to change the battery, you're going to have to get in there. So it's worth your effort to find something to put in there versus those stupid auto pins. Because even once I tried to reuse them, and they just kept falling right out, and the thing would vibrate loose. It's nothing worse than not being able to ride your scooter because you can't keep that battery compartment closed. I tried a bunch of nuts and bolts and stuff, but that air cleaner wing nut worked perfect. Absolutely perfect. So anyhow, sorry for making this long video. But like I said, just don't use a regular Phillips screwdriver. All you're going to do is screw everything up. All right. You have a good day.